Present, I'm sorry.
David Maderas.
I'm here.
You have a quorum. Thank you.
Thank you. That being said, let's stand for the pledge of allegiance of the flag. Again, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States
United States of America and to the republic
and one nation under God,
under God,
indivisible,
indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Okay, that we go into, are we able to have public comments tonight?
Sure.
Okay, and this, today we're having a public hearing as well. So if anybody in the audience, anybody within my voice, hearing my voice, if anybody have any comments, this has supposed to be for those things that are not on the agenda.
Correct. I'm reviewing. I don't see any hands raised.
Yeah, that's a good question too there, Don. Is there a button or something we're supposed to push at our end to raise our hand, or is that just something we have to do physically?
No, you can do that on your screen. You should be able to, there's a reaction or there, and you can, well, that's a reaction. Let's see, where is, your screen's different than mine. So,
Yeah, I've got a chat, I got an invite, I got a participants. So I haven't been able to find it. I've seen it on other screens when I've used Zoom before, but it never comes up for me. Anyway, just thought I'd ask. Thank you.
well,
Oh, so
we can
that being
take it.
said, pardon me?
with 16 people here, we can take a shout out if someone wants to talk. Just say your name first for us so we know who you are.
Great. So as far as we know, no one from the public has any comments.
That are not on the agenda, correct.
Okay, thank you. That being said, any informal project reviews?
No, not at this time.
Okay, the next item on the agenda is consent items. And we have three consent items: approved affidavit of posting agenda, and item B, which is the approved affidavit of posting public hearing notice, and item C, which is approved minutes of the December 1st, 2020 regular meeting. And at this time, we can either have any comments by anyone, including the public, if there's anything that needs to be said about any one of these items. Okay, so if there's nothing being said at this time, will somebody make a motion to approve? And I could say you can approve all of them at the same time if that's what you so wish.
I make a motion to approve item 4A, B, and C.
Second,
Do we have a second?
yes.
Okay, we have a motion to approve and a second. Roll call. Is everybody, are all in approve, say aye.
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 All those opposed, say no. Okay, this, what do you call it? This, Trish, do you have anything you want to add to that, or?
No, that's
No.
perfect. I've got that
Okay.
down. Thank you.
Okay, got it. Thank you. All right, the next item here is public hearing items, and that's item A, which is consider approval of an application for a conditional use permit, a CUP, to allow on-site sales of alcoholic beverages, type 47 license for the property located at 206 4th Street, currently Smoke Point. The parcel number is 002-190-007. I'm asking the staff or anybody on staff or the city manager if he has anything to say at this time. Or
David Mack is our planner and he has some slides. I hope you can
Okay.
see his screen.
Yeah, first, can everybody see the screen that's blue? Yes?
Yes,
All right, great. So I'm going to go through this as quickly as possible. I apologize if you hear a printer. I was hoping it would be done by now, but it's not. The application is Smoke Point for the property located at 206 4th Street, which was the old Basque restaurant, I believe. The application is for a conditional use permit for a type 47 alcohol license, which allows beer, wine, and spirits to be sold both on and off site. I just walked through this. This needs to be associated with the existing restaurant use, so it does not function as a bar. This is provided with the provision of food. And as we went through on Mission Cafe, there are two specific sections within the San Juan Bautista Municipal Code that require Planning Commission review. The first one is 1102-050. That makes the service of alcohol a conditional use permit subject to Planning Commission review. And the next section, 11-20-030, requires that the Planning Commission make three specific findings. The first is that the use is necessary and desirable in the location. Again, this is an existing restaurant use, and service of alcohol or the provision of alcohol is normal for food establishments. The next required finding is that the use will be properly related to other uses within the area and will not cause undue environmental impacts, noise, odor, or pollution. And again, this is an existing and historical site for food service in a restaurant that will continue, and the addition of alcohol sales will not result in additional noise, release of odors from trash generation, or any nuisance level above that of the existing restaurant use. And the third required finding is that it will not adversely affect health and safety. And again, the service of on and off-site alcohol, when coupled with the service of food under the ABC, is not considered a risk to public health and safety. So the Planning Commission can make all three of those findings. They are detailed in the staff report and more explanation. I do again want to note that this does not approve any structural alterations, additions, or changes to the building, and does not authorize a outdoor parklet. I know that this facility does not have a parklet now, but I did have one member of the public ask me that via email. So Mission Cafe, this does not authorize the construction of a parklet or any structural additions. And again, just a reminder, the CUP runs with the land, not the business or the owner operator. The CUP is transferable to any subsequent restaurant use. So if at some point Smoke Point does not exist there and another proprietor comes in, the ability to serve alcohol will remain, but that business will need to obtain their own ABC license. And everybody hopes Smoke Point stays because I've heard that they're a wonderful establishment with great food. The project is exempt from CEQA, subject to section 15301, which exempts the operation, permitting, leasing, or licensing of existing public or private facilities. And the granting of the CUP to allow on and off-site sales will not involve the change or expansion of the existing structure, as I noted earlier. With that, staff does recommend that the Planning Commission approve the conditional use permit for the type 47 alcohol license to allow beer, wine, and spirits to be sold at the property located at 206 4th Street, which is currently Smoke Point LLC. And with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Okay, turning it over to the commissioners. Do you have any questions, any comments at this time?
I have none.
Okay, Louise, you don't have any questions or comments?
No. Looks fine to me.
Yolanda, do you have any questions or concerns?
No concerns. I'm happy for them to be
Yeah.
but if they chose to put in a parklet, could they, or just on 3rd Street? Because he said
That's
they
a
were.
great question, Commissioner Delgado. And I was working a lot on parklets and making them permanent today. We do not have any provisions currently for parklets where we haven't modified the street to accommodate it. So remember, we removed the lane of traffic from 3rd Street, and that made room for the parklets from the sidewalk to the center of the street. So we have not done that at this location. However, it is common to put a parklet where a car might park. So a smaller version, a modified version. And it's the first time this question's come to my attention. So I think there's a possibility for doing that. We just don't have a process yet. So there may be potential depending on parking and parking requirements, because you have to give one to receive the other. But I
Yeah.
don't think there's any desire to close a lane of the street, so that would be the limitation.
And the only, just for clarification, the only reason I brought it up is I did get an email from a member of the public. And there is a small little patio area, I believe, in front of this. And with the uncertainty of COVID continuing or maybe not continuing, this permit does not authorize a parklet, but I could see potentially that the proprietor may ask for some sort of outdoor seating or expansion of their patio, depending on how things continue.
And that's the only reason I asked is because you mentioned that, and I don't want that to be excluded because I want them to thrive and have more, if they choose to. So I don't want that to be excluded from them if they choose to later on to have a parklet.
Yeah, this has no bearing on a parklet. I just wanted to clarify that it doesn't authorize a parklet.
Okay, cool. As long as it isn't excluded.
It's not,
Okay, look, that being heard, Louise, do you have any further comments or questions?
No?
Okay, I don't have any comments or questions at this time. Yolanda, I think I saw your hand up again. Commissioner, turn on your mic.
Are we gonna have public comment or do we?
Oh, I haven't come to that yet.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so I don't have any further comments or questions to ask at this time. I will open it up to the public. Does anybody have any comments or questions they want to ask the commission, or they want ask the commissioner or the city manager at this time? Open for the public.
I have a question.
25.
Okay, hi, this is Fran Fitzharris from Brewery 25. I just wanted to clarify, so when Sean and I went through this very same process for our conditional use permit, one of the things that we brought up was serving our alcohol in the plaza area. And so I just want to make sure, because I know that you had mentioned no parklet and you mentioned the front patio. I just want to make sure, just for clarification, this conditional use permit does allow for them to serve their alcohol on that front patio area and also their back area. I just want to make sure that's in there because we had to make sure that was included in our conditional use permit. Because when we all apply for our ABC license, we actually do a drawing that shows where alcohol is going to be served. And I know that's been included in their license. And so I just want to make sure that's not something that's overlooked on the conditional use permit. Just again, helping my fellow businesses learn from our experiences. So thank you.
Thank you. Does anybody have a response for that?
yes,
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely. The type 47 license allows both on and off. It also allows indoor and outdoor alcohol sales. As long as it's within the property lines, there may be a condition from ABC specifically that they put up a fence or signs that say no consumption of alcohol off of the property. But again, this license does allow them to serve off-site alcohol to go. So they would need to work that out with ABC specifically, but clarification, they can serve it on the patio in the front. Yeah.
Okay, thank you, great. And I'm super excited about having them. It was so nice for our town to have a meal, a restaurant open on Christmas Day. They provided a very, very nice meal for lots of people in this community. So I'm super excited about having them. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Yolanda, I think you have your hand up.
Yeah, I just want to say, should we have them just in case they want to make a parklet, make like Brewery 25 said, to include their street, or would that have to be another ABC license to apply for if they don't? So we just want to make sure that they include I'm not saying they want one, but who knows? I just want to cover all bases. And that's all I have to say.
Yolanda, staff has any response to that? And what you just heard?
Sure, they do not need anything included in the CUP to do that. Again, the type 47 license from the ABC allows them to do everything they'll need to do.
Yeah, just a side note on the parklets. So we have all been given, the ones that have it, we have a temporary license from the ABC currently for our parklets. And so when those get made permanently, we're all gonna have to apply for a permanent license for those parklets. And that's how the process is gonna work.
Good enough,
And-
thank you.
And this is Liz. I just want to add, so they would, if they, at that point, they would apply for an encroachment permit through the city, and we would go through that process. And then along with that, they'd go through the ABC to add that additional real estate to their ABC license temporary, like Fran said. So that is a possibility in the future. Yolanda apparently wants to eat and drink on their parklet that they don't have yet, so.
Thank you, Liz, for that, being on point and, clearing that. Thank you for being on point. But yeah, I just don't want us to go through this again so they could save time and just proceed. But if we have to have permanent, parklets like Kika said, that's cool. And Liz, so, that's all I have to say.
Okay, good. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you, Liz, for that input. The staff has anything more to say about this, the following two statements?
Not from
Okay.
planning.
Harvey, go ahead. Yes, David, that's it?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, they're allowed to serve on a parklet if they apply for a parklet, if a parklet. But that's a whole separate process.
Okay, thank you for that. Are there any other hands up from the public? Any questions, any comments? I don't see any, nobody's saying anything, so I'm going to close the public comment. Does the staff or does the commissioners have anything further to say on this subject, on this item?
I just want to give the best of the luck for Smoke Point. And I know they're going to enjoy that place as we enjoyed years ago when we just opened. So the best of the wishes for you guys.
Class act, Luis, class act.
Oh, yeah.
I too want to express, appreciation for applying for this and going through the motion and making this happen. I know it's going to bring in more customers, and I'm happy to see that the business is going to probably flourish from here on out, I hope. That being said, are we prepared and are we ready to make a motion if no one has anything else further to say?
Nope.
I make a motion that we approve the ABC license for the alcohol for the property that we're that are applying for.
Okay, you don't have the information in front of you?
206, no, I don't. I just have my phone. 206 4th Street, APN 002 19-007. Is that it, Trish?
Yes, that's correct. And the resolution number is 2021-01.
And for resolution 2021-00 what, Trish?
Just 01,
01.
first one.
That was a motion to approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, so we have a motion to approve the resolution for the Planning Commission of the City of San Juan Bautista approving a conditional use permit to allow an on and off site sale of alcoholic beverages associated with the sale of food, type 47 beer and wine and spirits for the property located at 206 4th Street, currently Smoke Point LLC, assessors parcel number 002-190-007. That being said, and we have a second motion, all those in favor of approval say aye.
Aye.
All those who do not want to approve this say no. It looks like it's unanimous. I also say it's an aye too as well. So a yes for this approval. Will the city clerk record that, please?
Yes, I will. Sounds good. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions before we go on to the next subject?
I just want to say thank you for this opportunity. Like Jared and I are very grateful, and we're both the owners of Smoke Point. I'm not sure if everyone knows, but thank you for this. We feel very welcome and loved by the city of San Juan Bautista. So thank you.
Yes, and we've had some delicious food coming out of there too, and our residents, so thank you for that.
Yay.
Thank you.
All right,
I'm
all
finished.
right.
Thank you,
So thank you all for
Thank you,
this.
Liz. Thank you, Liz, for helping.
Woohoo! Thank you, Smoke Point. Welcome.
Yay.
Welcome.
Okay, so then now we're going to action item, revisit the Franklin Park design. Does city manager or staff have anything to say further on that?
Thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Hold on
Yolanda?
before you do that.
Yes, Yolanda.
I cannot vote on this because I live less than 25 feet from the Franklin Circle, so we can't vote on this Franklin Circle. Rochelle knew about this prior to this, and I can't vote on it, so I don't know. I think we should table it and pass it to when we have more than just us three.
That's a good point, Commissioner. Thank you for bringing that up. So let's treat it then as a discussion item, and I want to update the commission because, and Rochelle has a few slides she can share, just to keep everybody in the loop. The commission made some really good.
Question, Don, do I leave or do I stay?
We're not going to take any action. Is that agreed, David? Does the commission agree not to take any
Yeah,
action?
yes, we'll agree to that, to the fact that we will not have an action. This will not be an action item.
Until we can have a quorum.
Instead, we'll have a discussion of it, which is okay.
So can I discuss with this or not?
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
As long as we're not-
because this should not even be on the agenda because we can't vote on it. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
You're correct. And that was my error, and I apologize for that. I was just in a hurry. I didn't want to slow down the
Yeah,
development of the
Rochelle
project.
knew about this before. She talked to me about it, so I don't know why it wasn't brought up to her attention, or to your attention, but I'm sorry, but then I
She
talked to
did.
her.
Yeah, and
No,
one
I'm
other
sorry
thing,
about
too, I didn't see it as part of the
stuff.
package either. Did we have something within the package, or were you going to give a presentation on it, Don?
Yeah, we just wanted to feedback on a couple of things. Questions were brought up about lighting, about the fire hydrant, and about signage. And we've done some research on that, so we just wanted to get some feedback. But more importantly, the community prefers the other option. So we adopted a resolution that said go forward with option one, and we talked in more detail with the community, the neighborhood, and they like the option two better. So the resolution we have does not reflect the true intentions of the community. So I don't want to go forward with the design of the project until such a time as we have a planning commission change that resolution. So that's the quandary we were in. We didn't want to slow down the project. But then Rochelle, if you want to just elaborate on that, she did tell me about the conflict of interest. It's coming back to me now. I did ask the city attorney and she confirmed that Yolanda is correct. So I apologize.
Yeah,
That's
so I
those.
talked earlier about it, and I was wondering if we had to remove it from the table, and I just don't want to break any laws because, you know, luckily Rochelle's my neighbor. And talks about it, and I don't want to, you know, I don't want any law breaking. I don't want any Brown Act. I don't want to be anything like that.
We're good, Yolanda.
Okay, cool.
We agree with you.
Hello? Oh, here we go.
Right.
Sorry about that. I didn't unmute first. So yeah, when I arrived home today, I mentioned to Yolanda that I forgot to check on a fire hydrant that I was going to look at on my way home. And so mentioned that to her. So this is Franklin Circle that we were talking about. We're looking at the fire hydrants. Currently, we have the wharf head. In here, you can see the 4-inch line goes all the way across here. So there's no way that we can upgrade to the barrel hydrant, which requires a 6-inch line. That was one of the questions from the last meeting. Another question was the lighting. So we're looking at Bullard solar lighting. So as there's no electricity on the block at the moment, or that parcel, I should say. So these are some examples of what a bollard light is, and distance between some of them. And then signage placement. I talked to Mary Morales, who was the person that has kind of been with this project from the beginning. And when Jimmy initially drew up his plans, these two areas in green were going to be referred to as Glennie's Garden in memory of Glennie Farney. So this end being where the current fire hydrant is down here. This is what the parcel looked like 4 years ago, or almost 5 years ago now. And it's an example of what we do not want the garden to look like. These were concrete block raised beds, and they were, as somebody mentioned, they look like the cemetery. And this would be the view from Glennie's house. The other thing that we were looking at is the ADA access. Option 1 had it over on this side, which is the far side from where the intersection is. And option 2 has it here on this edge of the corner. So this is the site that was approved by the Planning Commission with that ADA access on the far side. And this is the preferred option. The intersection is over here. And that way, for walkability, you'd be coming off of 6th Street or Franklin Street and have access to the park that way. And just an update as to where we are. We did have that option 1 approved. We've turned in the, I'm sorry, I forget what OGLE stands for right now. But the allocation grant funding, so we have access to a substantial amount of grant money to complete this project, along with monies donated by the residents here. This is where we're just updating you guys. And then Janecki, who's doing it, they need about a month to get the options updated 50%, and another month beyond that to get it to 100%. And then we've got to get the building cost confirmed and the groundbreaking and completion date, which we hope to be by the end of this fiscal year, June 30th. And that's all.
That would be great. So we have an update on Planning Commission appointments on our next item on the agenda. So we'll have a chance to come back in February and we'll be able to take action then, I think, David. So thank you for allowing us just to give the commission an update, and we'll come back and look to formalize everything in February.
Okay, so that being said, is there anything further to be said on it? Does anybody want to say anything else? Okay. Thank you all for all that information. Appreciate it. I'm looking forward to seeing that come to fruition. So next item is discussion item, which is commissioner appointment process update. Is anyone on staff?
I have a question. So the number 6, should it be changed to discussion item instead of an action item? I don't, because of what the situation is, Dawn.
So we're going to table that until the February 2nd meeting.
But it will be recorded as far as that goes as just a discussion item
Okay, cool. Just,
during the meeting of which we decided to do it that way.
Yeah.
okay.
I'm sorry, Yolanda, but anyway, the update was worthwhile. Sorry.
Okay, thank you again, everybody. So the next item again is item number 7, discussion items, which is item A, commissioner appointment to process update.
Okay, yes, I'll give a report on this. This is Trish, the deputy city clerk, and I posted a notice on November 25th inviting people to put in their application to be on the Planning Commission, and I need responses from them by January 12th to qualify to get on to be an item on the next city council agenda. 2 people contacted me that were interested, and I forwarded them applications and the notice. And this week I received applications from 2 additional people who were not on that original short list that I sent information to. The ad hoc committee consisting of Councilmember Flores and Edge will meet prior to January 15th to review the applications and make their selection for presentation at the January 19th meeting and give their recommendation for the two individuals to become our new planning commissioners. So hopefully we will have two new planning commissioners for the February 2nd planning commission meeting. That's all I had.
That'll be a swearing in ceremony as far as that goes, right? On that date.
Yeah, I was thinking about that today. If that should be done at the council meeting or if it should be done at the planning commission meeting. So I'll check on that though, and, you know, do what I can to get
We can do all
those
of the above.
individuals at the February 2nd meeting anyway. The swearing in ceremony is ceremonial. If I get their signature on a written affidavit of the oath, then they're good.
Okay, sounds great. Any comments, questions on this particular item from the planning commission? I guess not.
No,
Thank you, Trish. Yes, go ahead.
thank you. No, I'm okay.
Okay. All right. That's being said, to go to another item, which is item 8, comments. Are there any further comments from the planning commissioners at this time for this meeting? No comments, no questions?
I have a comment. I
Yes.
kind of, last time we had the Franklin Circle issue, I was told I couldn't vote, and then I asked to be here to make a forum. I think you guys should have remembered that I couldn't vote on this and it shouldn't have been an action item. I don't know why that was an action item when you guys knew I couldn't vote. That's it. I just want, our P's and Q's and thoughts.
Okay. Thank you, Yolanda. Louise?
No,
No
I don't.
comments? Okay, no questions. I don't have any comments or any further questions at this time. Real happy with the way things turned out for this particular meeting. Thank you for being here and at least having a quorum so we can move forward with these items. Thank you. That being said, a contract senior planner has any comments, questions or anything?
Not at this
Discussion?
time.
Yes, go ahead.
Not at this time.
Okay, city planner, city manager.
Thanks. Just real quick. We are working on the parklets, and we're committed to a process where the planning commission and HRB will be directly involved, hopefully as soon as the February meeting, to discuss making parklets permanent. So today I asked David, our planner, and city attorney Deb to work on that for us. And I went through the municipal code and the historic preservation code early today in an effort to kickstart that project. So we'll be having those conversations in February, and we should have a good HRB and planning commission meeting in February. So I look forward to that. The new commissioners should be good. Off to a good start.
All right, thank you, Don.
Perfect.
So that's, pardon me? I heard something.
Sounds
Okay.
perfect.
All right, thank you, everybody, for this meeting. And I think we're ready for adjournment. If anybody would make a motion for that. Somebody has,
I
mic
make
is
a
off.
motion to adjourn.
Have a second?
I'm second.
Okay, all those in favor of adjourning this meeting, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Those opposed, say, any opposed? There are none. I adjourn this meeting as of right now, and the time is 6:38. Thank you all.
Nice to see you guys.
All
Happy
right,
New
thanks
Year.
again. Bye.
Aye.
Good job, everybody. Happy New Year again.
Running the meeting.
Thanks,
Bye.
everyone.
It's
job,
going
everybody.
downhill. We're going downhill from here.
No, we're not.
Glad to see you guys.
Nice seeing
Take
you guys.
care.
Bye.
Keep safe.
Thanks again, everybody.
Bye.